Take a close look at this portrait. The lighting, the skin texture, the depth, it looks like a high-end studio photograph. But this person does not exist. This entire image was generated inside Midjourney. Most users struggle to get results like this. A basic description like a man standing outside usually generates a cartoonish, plastic-looking output. Midjourney associates your text with the visual patterns found in millions of professional photographs. To get a realistic result, you have to provide the specific data points that define a real photo. Today, we are going to build a complete prompt formula from scratch. We will use real-world photography terminology to force the engine to generate photorealistic outputs. If you have Midjourney open, bring it up now so you can follow along with this active build process step by step. To achieve true realism, we have to stop typing like prompt writers and start giving instructions like a director of photography. Step 1 is establishing our baseline. Let's start by typing a simple subject and lighting instruction. A 35-year-old businesswoman enjoying coffee in a modern cafe, natural window light. Looking at this split-screen layout, you can see our basic instruction on the left and the resulting image on the right. Notice the artificial tells. The skin texture has a painterly quality, and we are missing the fine human details that make a photo believable. We correct this by adding our first mechanical layer, camera bodies and formats. We'll add the terms raw photo, DSLR photography, and specify a high-end camera model like the Sony A7RV. By naming specific digital sensors and file formats, we instruct the AI to pull its textures from professional photography data rather than its repository of digital art. Rerunning the prompt with these additions gives us a much sharper result. We now have visible skin pores, accurate microcontrast, and a high fidelity in how the light hits the face. Hardware keywords act as the foundational texture layer. They strip away Midjourney's default plastic smoothing and replace it with photographic grain. Now that we have our texture, we need to frame the shot. We control spatial composition by setting a specific focal length. This diagram illustrates focal length. A 35mm lens instructs the AI to widen the field of view, capturing environmental context. Conversely, swapping to an 85mm lens tightens the frame, cropping the background entirely for a classic portrait look. Placing the 35mm and 85mm images side by side shows a clear structural difference. Midjourney strictly obeys these optical geometries when you include them in your prompt. Focal length acts as the invisible architecture of your image. If you omit it, the AI is forced to guess at the physical proportions of the scene. Real photographs rarely have everything perfectly in focus. By default, Midjourney tends to keep the entire scene sharp, which instantly signals to the human eye that the image is synthetic. We correct this by adding aperture terminology to our formula. Include the terms f1.8 and shallow depth of field in the prompt to introduce background blur. Watch this visual simulation. As the busy cafe background melts away into heavy optical blur, the subject is sharply isolated and pops off the screen. There is a critical failure point to avoid here. Never pair shallow depth of field terms like f1.8 with settings meant for infinite focus, like HDR or high dynamic range. Feeding the AI mathematically conflicting optical parameters breaks the rendering engine. It scrambles the lighting data and ruins the realism. Optical depth creates a sense of three-dimensional space. By separating the subject from the background, the image matches the way both camera lenses and the human eye actually perceive the world. This diagram breaks down our completed, optimized prompt string. Notice how our core description is now reinforced by three specific mechanical categories: hardware, focal length, and aperture. Placing our original baseline attempt next to the final output shows a stark contrast. The plastic textures are gone, replaced by precise photographic detail. You have successfully bypassed the default AI aesthetic. The image looks real because we forced the system to apply the strict rules of a physical camera. Now it's your turn. Take this exact completed formula, swap out the businesswoman for something completely different, like a luxury watch or a golden retriever, and observe the results. Head down to the comments and let me know which camera setting yielded the most surprising result for you. And check the description below for a free copy and paste prompt pack. Professional AI photography is built on the language of light and glass. Translating physical camera settings into digital instructions ensures that your results are consistently grounded in reality.